part of the city of Puyallup, Clark's Creek is in trouble. DeCoursey Pond, created many years ago by diverting part of Clark's Creek, has a bit of a waterfowl problem. Originally, the pond was created to improve recreation and fishing. While everyone sees the plastic bags used to clean up after their dogs, ducks don't have humans to clean up after them. Wild ducks use it as a place to rest during migration. Domestic hybrid ducks don't migrate, and they use the pond year-round. This population is too large for the pond to handle. The Washington State Department of Ecology has identified Clark's Creek as having too much bacteria coming from the fecal matter of warm-blooded animals. While there are many sources of bacteria into Clark's Creek, this video focuses on what we can do to reduce the contribution by the waterfowl of DeCoursey Pond. The domestic hybrid ducks used to be farm ducks that escaped and then bred with wild ducks. They can be larger, and their coloring is different. However, people feeding the domestic hybrid ducks cause more than just water pollution. Food that the ducks do not eat can attract rodents, and people feeding the ducks damage the shore of the pond, causing erosion. This means there is no habitat for amphibians and turtles. Washington State University Puyallup Research and Extension Center, through a grant from the Washington State Department of Ecology, teamed up with Friends of DeCoursey Park to research, evaluate, and implement strategies lowering the population of the domestic hybrid ducks while leaving the wild ducks alone. At community events, people commented on the strategies, making suggestions and adding their input. From all of these suggestions, the Friends of DeCoursey Park community group selected 4 strategies. Public education and outreach. These events were open to the public and were a place for information to be shared and community questions to be answered. A sign competition among local youth about not feeding the ducks. Community members volunteered to judge the signs, with the winning signs placed on display in the park. A vegetative barrier. Native vegetation was planted along the shoreline to restore habitat, prevent erosion, repair damaged shorelines, discourage people from feeding ducks, and to make it harder for domestic hybrid ducks to get on shore or see predators. And finally, dog hazing. Highly trained herding dogs were used to chase, or haze, domestic hybrid ducks while not harming them. But after all of this, what are the plans for the future? DeCoursey Park and its pond are now a living classroom. Schools and groups from all over the area come here on field trips to learn about water quality, ecosystems, and the environment. What can you do to help to protect this community resource? Observe and enjoy the ducks without feeding them. Pick up garbage and food that can attract domestic hybrid ducks and rodents. Feel free to inform others on the impact water quality can have on the health of wild ducks, other water birds, salmon, and areas downstream of the pond. Together we can make Clark's Creek and DeCoursey Pond safe and clean for people and wildlife.